So ngayon, we know that each personality theory reflects its author's assumptions about humanity. Diba? So paano ba natin malalaman kung ano ang kanilang concept of humanity? So here are 6 dimensions, no, for a concept of humanity ng mga theorists or ng authors ng theory. Okay. First is determinism versus free choice. When we say determinism, no, ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng determinism? Are the behaviors determined by forces? Or wala ba silang control ang mga tao? Or pwede ba yung tao makapagpili, no, kung ano yung gusto nilang mangyari? Yun yung determinism. Determinism is forces, your choices. You do not have control over your choices or the situation. Free choice, on the other hand, is, well, you have your agency. Okay? Can behavior be partially free and partially determined at the same time? No, pwede ba yun? Or although the dimension of determinism versus free will is more philosophical than scientific. No, the position theorists take on the issue shapes their way of looking at people and colors their concept of humanity. Okay? Next is, yung second issue naman is pessimism versus optimism. Okay. So, are people doomed to live miserable, conflicted, and troubled lives? Or can they change and grow into psychologically healthy people? Happy, fully functioning human beings? In general kasi, personality theorists who believe in determinism tend to be pessimistic, whereas those who believe in free choice are usually optimistic. Okay? So yung third dimension for viewing a theorist concept of humanity is causality versus teleology. So causality is sabihin natin na briefly, causality kasi holds na ang isang behavior is a function of um, past experiences. Kaya cause. Dahil sa mga naunang experience or mga dating experience niya. Whereas yung teleology naman is an explanation ng behavior in terms of future goals or purposes. So, sa concept pa niya, sa theory ba niya, no, do people act as they do because of what has happened to them in the past? Or do they act as they do because they have certain expectations of what will happen in the future? Diba? Yun yung yung third dimension of ano tawag na to, viewing yung theorist concept, yung concept of humanity ng isang theorist. Okay? And fourth is consideration that divides personality theorists in their attitude toward conscious versus unconscious determinants of behavior. No, yung mga tao ba, aware ba sila, ordinarily aware ba sila of what they are doing and why they are doing that behavior or particular action, or unconscious forces ba yung nagda-drive sa kanila? No? Wala ba silang awareness sa mga kung bakit nila nagawa ang behavior na yun? So yun yung conscious versus unconscious determinants of behavior. The fifth question is whether ba biological ba or social influences, no? Yung meron social influences on personality. So, question dito ay, are people mostly creatures of biology, or yung personalities ba nila ay nagkakaiba-iba dahil sa social relationships? Shaped ba ito dahil sa interrelationships na meron tayo? A more specific element of this issue is heredity versus environment. No, that is, ang personal characteristics ba natin is a result of heredity, or dahil ba ito sa kung interaction natin sa environment? No, ang sixth issue is uniqueness versus similarities. No, is the salient feature of people is the salient feature of people their individuality, or is it their common characteristics? Should the study of personality concentrate on those traits that make people alike, or should it look at those traits that make people different? So, titingnan ba dapat na yung uniqueness ng isang individual, or doon tayo titingin sa pagkakapare-pareho nila? No? So, these and other basic issues that separate personality theorists have resulted in truly different personality theories, not merely differences in terminology. No? Dahil nga, iba-iba ang kanilang mga personalities. Iba-iba rin ang kanilang mga theories. Hindi lang iba-iba yung mga terms na makikita natin sa kanilang mga theories. No? And hindi natin ma-erase kasi agad-agad yung mga differences sa personality theories. No? Kahit i-adapt natin yung common language natin, hindi natin pwedeng gawin yun. No? The difference are philosophical and deep-seated. Kasi nga, experiences are subjective. Iba-iba yung mga na-experience ng mga theorists na ito. Okay? Ano pa ba? So, yun, yung mga differences na yun would help determine kung ano ba yung patutunguhan ng kanyang theory. Magiging deterministic ba siya? Free choice ba yung paniniwalaan niya? Magiging pessimistic ba siya? Magiging optimistic ba siya? Or maniniwala ba siya sa causal explanation, or yung teleological yung paniniwalaan niya? So, yun yung mangyayari, no? These differences do not, however, negate the possibility that two theorists with opposing views of humanity can be equally scientific in their data gathering and theory building. Okay? So, hindi naman yun ibig sabihin na porket magkaiba sila ng views, ganun na rin. Same na, equal yung scientific data na meron sila. Equal yung data na gathered nila. Again, kailangan pa rin na piliin natin yung mas madaling maintindihan and yung mas simple. Okay? Sige.